Pinto. Malinis pa ba ito mga brother? Madumi na rin.
Ito hindi pa naka-live.
Pinto. Bako.
Wala pa naman sa ano eh. Wala pa naman sa FB. Palit tayo kaya. Ito naman natin. Tapos share mo. Anong team ka muna?
Yanis.
Yanis ka? Home mo? Sige. Lakers ako.
Westbrook lang ata ako.
Hindi, mag-Yanis ka. Yan, wait lang ah.
Pinto ko yun. Hinulugi ako doon ng IT. YouTube yan.
Okay.
Nakalive niya. Di ba tumaano?
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. Along with Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer and producer, Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brett Berry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come and
Oh, yeah.
a lot of sushi. DA, it's all you.
Well, almost all of it.
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. Ron moving to Los Angeles and joining the Lakers. Magic Johnson is a major component of that recruitment. Bill, what happens now that Magic is no longer with the organization?
If I was a Laker fan with the cap space they have, with the window of LeBron for just like 2-3 more years max, I would want the best possible person running my team who's going to everything. Every single shoot around, going to Europe to scout, you know, foreign players and all that stuff. That's what they need.
Good point. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 down the end for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
Bledsoe for 3. And again, the Bucks miss. From the wing. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the beam.
Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you know, Bill, 3 seasons ago, passing Kareem for most triple-doubles in Bucks history.
The Bucks to get Kareem and Giannis even in a 40-year span is pretty great.
Shocking.
Giannis has a chance to be like one of the best 30 players ever.
You're impressed. You like him, bro.
I think athletically he is unparalleled. It's really like the people I've seen in person, LeBron, Westbrook, Giannis, there's just certain guys that have a different level of athleticism that you're kind of like, these are humans, right? And he's one of those guys.
Here's Bledsoe. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Wow, the energy from Bledsoe in this one, excelling at turning on the jets and getting to the basket.
Bradley against Bledsoe. Passes it to Davis. And the Lakers get it back. The shot's good from McGee.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Unselfish play there by Bledsoe. Does a great job scanning, noticing somebody's open, get them the ball.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16-seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel though. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1 and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff. And it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, they know.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. It's stolen by Bradley. Outside, Green. Matthews with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. The Lakers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. What a surge it's been for the Bucks at the top of the Eastern Conference last year. 60 wins. The most since 1981.
Right, and much like those teams from the 80s, they fell short in the end. And that's been the rub with the Bucks is, you know, as you look back at so many years in a row, so close, couldn't do it. And then this last year against Toronto, you know, they win the first 2. Game 3's double OT. and then all of a sudden a week later their season's over. So they've never quite been able to get over the hump since the days of Lou Alcindor.
The nice thing is, though, this team is making the mandatory steps it seems that all these teams eventually have to make to get to where they want to go.
Right. They're trying to keep the team together that they succeeded with last year. Sometimes when you have success, you think that you should keep that success together, and that can be dangerous because really I felt like that team underachieved. They lost to a Toronto team that they had just performed better than during the season. So what's that last piece that you need? And I guess the last piece for Milwaukee now is can Giannis be the closer? We haven't seen it yet.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Free throw good. Giannis. And so he hits both. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And with this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot blocking teams. The Lakers #1. For the third spot, the Bucks.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at two of the premier shot blocking teams in our league.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this... Oh, man. Love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
Punching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at Los Angeles. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they will be slowing down at all.
And I think for the Lakers, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. They got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
There's shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Rondo against Bledsoe. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Here's Kuzma, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
And he sinks the second. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Matthews left side. Shoots over Kuzma. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Stolen by Middleton. The feed to Matthews. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
Split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle on it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Right back after this break. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Then there's Hill, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Los Angeles making a switch here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Bradley subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. We all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters. But he had to adjust this game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it. Think about the courage right there, sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Still in the age of positionless players and positionless basketball. Is there any player that, in your opinion, is more versatile than Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think KD is probably more versatile because he can basically do anything you want offensively and guard for the five positions defensively. I think what makes Giannis so unique is he's basically a center, but doesn't have to play center and can play any of the five positions. But if you look at his stats last year versus any Shaq season, basically the same season, he's doing 27-13. He's protecting the rim. You don't think of him as a center, but he really is. But I think what makes him special and what is the next level for him is his ability to play point forward or point center on one end, but then protect the rim on the other end. And once he adds that last piece offensively, which, you know, for Kawhi, it wasn't until, like, what, 2017, and he had that all of a sudden to create that little 18-footer for himself, and then he became unstoppable. That's the last piece for him.
Now, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
At the line for two. Good on both. Here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim. And he's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Ilyasova passes to Hill. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end.
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go to the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the league.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with streaming services. Just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
It's stolen by Green. Here's James. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hill, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 5. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. The drive by LeBron. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder, size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
Middleton dishes to Hill. Goes up the baseline. And again, the Bucks miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Yes, please. I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
Will.
All right.
Where's the number right here?
Yes,
Let's
do you
speak
have
up.
my number?
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. And the Bucks miss again. The Lakers trail. Davis has the open look, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 16 points for Davis.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
For three, Middleton. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
The pass to Davis. He dishes it to Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
It's a very efficient, well-tuned offense for the Bucks. They drive, they kick, they get open threes. Second in the league last year, as that was Mike Budenholzer's biggest change in threes.
And it's contagious. Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Davis. The shot is good off the backboard. Davis has got 18 points in the game.
And there's such great work from the athletic big man, Anthony Davis. Just so devastating on offense.
Giannis gets to Middleton. Matthews against Caldwell Pope. Middleton the pass to Giannis. That's a 2 for Matthews. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Matthews with the steal. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is feeling it tonight. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the 1 spot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Pass to Middleton. Three-pointer. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And Giannis gives it to go.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Count it. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Matthews dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Middleton. Here's Giannis. And that is no good. Now shooting 8 for 12 from the floor. LeBron drives in. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Bucks trail by 4. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. The Lakers Green with the ball. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop. James has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
You wonder when LeBron James wants to have one of those big nights when he gets going like this. We could be in for a great show.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Matthews finds Giannis. They get it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. McGee. They kick it out to Green. Inside. Lopez with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Now LeBron. 19 points in the game. Over Middleton. Drains the 19-footer. 21 points for LeBron. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical with trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper or a wink, you know, the way that they
look both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. See them getting after a little bit.
And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A different look from Milwaukee. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Well, fadeaway. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Korver attacking. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Korver's got his first points in this one. Outside Davis. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in the quarter.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Rondo looking around. miss. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Look at Milwaukee. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close down the postseason.
And I think for the Bucks, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
Great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis. Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A wide open look here for Kuzma. No good again that time.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Connaughton. A three-pointer, no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled the guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. That's a 2 from Korver, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here,
and so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver is out there with Williams, and it's Connaughton in at the two-guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold, and he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
Off the left rim and up. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You cannot give Howard a clear lane to the rim. He's terrific at throwing it down there, especially off the quick first step.
Connaughton passes to Williams. And here's Korver from the arc. Good. And it's Williams who picks up the assist. 7 points for Kyle Korver.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the bright lights of LA, perhaps too much for some players. You know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez is checked in for Williams. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, the Lakers no good. Bucks trail by 7. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on LeBron James.
And the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
It wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
And the chain by Bledsoe.
Great Flora when it says that Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Timeout called. The Bucks. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Chris Middleton recognizing the transition opportunity and taking off down the court to get ahead of everybody.
LeBron up top, defended by Middleton, stolen by Bledsoe. Right side Matthews. The rebound by the Lakers. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Caruso, the pass to James. Hits the target from 18 feet. LeBron's got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Bledsoe, 3. Rebound the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. LeBron against Bledsoe. James outside. Basket good. James has got 35.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Bucks trail by 8. From deep 3-point range, they grab their own miss. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 15 points in just the second half. Timeout called the Lakers. Now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Alex Caruso.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
Good on the second free throw. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Giannis drives in. Middleton outside. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. Now the Lakers on the break. Feeds to James. Over Middleton. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kevin. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Bucks trail by 7. 3, Bledsoe. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Over Middleton. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's McGee. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, point forward, point guard, point center, I don't care really where he is. LeBron James just ahead of the curve.
Here's Antetokounmpo and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
The drive by James. He kicks it to Davis. Here's McGee, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Brook Lopez.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Count that bucket. And 7 points for Chris Middleton.
Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Here's Davis. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Lopez finds Bledsoe. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. 5 on the clock. Loads it up for Giannis. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This is why you got to love where Giannis is in the young part of his career, willing to trade a crucial shot for his ball club.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
LeBron James on the wing. Fades. Here's McGee. Good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Middleton. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Lakers ball. And they go to the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreak. So he comes up empty, missing both. Bledsoe with room to shoot. It's good.
Bledsoe and big shots going together.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he misses the second one as well, so he was 0 for 2 that time. And they tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, the coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.